Why? Why are you not supposed to be in the room?
Personally, I don't consider that I should be in the room because I have way too much white privilege that it just gives them an excuse to carry on being racist. I'm looked at as somebody who's just white and one of them. We're not actually being more diverse. It's just a tick box.
Yeah.
And I think I just take I don't yeah. But it's the fact that because I've got whiteness, however you want to define that. That means that I just make them comfortable. It's like, oh, we've got our BME person, but she's just like us, which means I'm taking up a space that somebody who really ought to be in the space should have it. So I would happily give up that space. But how do you, like me as a person, and I keep ending up in this situation, what would you guys recommend that me or so many people like me should do with that privilege, essentially?
Have you ever said to the people that give you those opportunities, like, that you don't feel like you are the person to take this role? And and like, what was their response? Were they just like,
they just don't publish anything. They just don't find somebody else. They just walk away.
So it's literally like, if you don't do it, then it doesn't get done at all.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is there not, like, I don't know, it depends obviously, but like, I feel like sometimes even I have that dilemma, and obviously like I look like I have like black in me, do you know what I mean? So because my dad is black Nigerian and my mum is white British, and sometimes I even like worry about being like a bit of a token, because I feel like especially I grew up in like Hertfordshire, which is like a very like well-spoken area, and I feel like sometimes I get approached for things before my darker skin friends do. So it's definitely like an interesting situation. I think it depends on what it is, but like I've been in those situations and I've said, I don't know about this, but this person does. They would be great to talk to about this experience. And their voice, their experience can be heard. I think also as well, like I think recently the discussion, it might just be my social media and like the people in my circle that I know, but the discussion about like Black people not being a monolith has come up a lot. And I guess that could be extended further to just say like, ethnic minorities, one person can't be a representative for all of them. And I think that conversation I find particularly useful. I've had those conversations with my friends and family, particularly like friends who haven't spoken out, and they've said like, oh, my Black girlfriend, boyfriend, friend, whatever, like hasn't said that it doesn't feel like I need to say anything. And it's like, just because that Black person hasn't said that you need to do something doesn't mean that there's not other Black people or other ethnic minority people that don't need your support. So I think having the conversation of like, not all ethnic minority people or not all Black people being a monolith is a useful conversation as well, so that we get different representations of Blackness or otherness at the table.